And the Longhorns will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 25.
Return is brought down at the 33. And your Oregon Ducks will take over. 1st and 10.
On the ready? Let's go!
From the shotgun, the inside give. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Morton. Right on target this time. Oh, it's loose. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Quick release on the RPO. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Might be looking to run. Fires to the big fella. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Lane. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. The Ducks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
Cricket.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Morton. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical 3rd down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right here.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
At the 20, he's got space. It's a seam wide open. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On the play. Second down coming up. That's the end of the first quarter. And after one,
Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter.
Are you ready?
Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Francis. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Finds a man on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Taylor has it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
number 1 in the end zone.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
That makes the score Texas 7, Oregon 0.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his 25. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Second down.
Back to throw, it's Morton. Quarterback now breaking the field. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wide receiver. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they do on third down.
Let's go!
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide open wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
Buys a little time with his feet. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. The inside handoff. And it's sucked out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Defense not showing press coverage. To the air, it's Morton. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. This one's complete. Uses a nifty move to work his way to the 24. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're going to go to the air on third and short. A full dive to haul that one in. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Working on the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to...
Touchdown Ducks! Fit it in the window for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to pass, it's Francis. Snagged in the middle, it's Jordan. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
42 Spider. 4-2.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime.
Here we go.
From the gun. Trying to bull his way in. And they will score. Touchdown, Texas!
Number 5 with the grab and the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man.
Will take over. First and 10.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Pass is broken up, incomplete. But let's check out this penalty marker. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play.
First half with the score. Texas 14, Oregon 7.
And the Ducks will kick it off to start the second half.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
Will take over. First and 10.
Gets the back moving. Pulls and fires complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Longhorns want to move quickly. Grabbed behind the line, it's Barber. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air. It's Francis. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Takes it the other way.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
He's got the tight end. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Touchdown, Oregon! Quick strike through the air for the score. The extra point here would tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking downfield, it's Francis. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
They could have tried to break the tie with a field goal attempt. Instead, they'll try to punch it in on 4th and goal here in the final period. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! They move on top here in the fourth.
Number 2 with the catch and score.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Dropping back, it's Morton. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Snags it on the right. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
First and 10.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Give to the back. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the running back. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. To the ground with the back.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it and fires to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tate. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The RPO fire complete to the left.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw. It's Francis. Finds his man. It's Jordan. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Grab near the marker is Taylor. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. The Longhorns will get us started with the opening kickoff. Takes it inside the ball pops out on the return. Kicking team's got it.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return you do, and a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield, it's Barber. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Sends it back in motion. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4.
Michigan State 0.
You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. And a few anxious, and that's a live ball. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Francis. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
Got it behind the line. It's Barber. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
Caught over the middle. It's Bell. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They'll try to add another to their lead. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside the 25. He's brought down after a good return gets it out to the 31.
Michigan State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Looking for a man. It's Stewart. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. And if he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Looking deep. Complete downfield. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Stewart. Throwing right. He's got it. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Gonna look downfield again. Buying some time as he moves left. Into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
Motion from the back. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Gonna swing it on second down. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. Gives him the big stiff arm. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Man, what a weapon in this offense. To have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after the catch.
Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Bell. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Francis. Dances away. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Trying to make, turning it on. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the 2nd quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Gets the back moving. Oh, maybe a double pass. Bears the pressure.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Unloads to the right. He's got it. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. They spun that wheel of fortune on